Hello, everyone. We're back with the book club. Um, my mom here and my aunt's on the phone.
Hi.
And we're going to talk about what was
Hi.
my book pick for June.
June.
Yeah,
We're
June.
a little bit
We're a little
behind.
bit behind. But it was called Before We Disappear, a star-crossed romance. And I actually really liked it. I had it on my radar for a while now, but I just never got to it. So I figured this was the perfect time to read it, especially since I picked it for Pride Month because I wanted an all Pride reading list for that month, obviously. And I really enjoyed it. What did you guys think?
I thought it was pretty good. I got mad a few times because one of the guys, he was being mentally and physically abused by this other guy, and it was quite upsetting. I mean, there was times I got mad, I had to put down the book because it was irritating. What do you think, Lori?
I liked it too, and I was at the same point. I hate bullies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, what the hell, But yeah, I really liked it.
But he met somebody that, even though they barely knew each other, he was willing to help him out and
it was someone
save
who
him.
it was someone who usually doesn't look out for anyone but himself too.
Yeah.
But then he met Wilhelm, and he kind of
automatically liked him.
Yeah,
automatically saw something in him.
they kind of liked each other from the get go.
And it was sad because dude was kidnapped from his family, and for years he was told that his family didn't want him or whatever. And then the other guy helped him out, and then they finally went to go see his family, so that he knew that, he finally figured out that he was lied to all those years. But he was kept in a cage sometimes. He was either chained to a bed or in a cage. It was horrible.
Yeah. I liked when he found out that his powers were actually he was more powerful than he thought, because the Teddy, the one that was abusing him, he convinced him that he could only do so much with his powers to kind of keep him. But then you found out, so it was like all in his mind. But when they started to unlock his memories, he realized that he could actually do more.
Well, not just that, his powers don't work with iron, and the evil guy was giving him iron pills constantly, and then he was putting him in a cage that was made of iron,
or chaining him to the bed,
which was iron. Yeah. So for the longest time, he was not aware that the reason he couldn't do as much as he could do is because of the iron, thanks to the other guy, who actually figured out that they were iron pills that he was being given. And because of that, he quit taking them, which was inducing his power and making it stronger. And that's what gave him the guy, and finding out that he was being drugged actually helped him fight off the guy and get away from him.
Yeah.
I just love stories about, people who thought they how do I put this? That they get bullied to thinking that they're nothing, that they can't survive. And that one person that helps them see their true potential.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And where the underdog shows everybody,
I always love a good underdog.
Yeah, you got to root for the underdog.
I'm sorry.
And it was a star-crossed romance for a couple reasons. One, the abuser didn't want, Wilhelm to get close to anyone to find out his secret powers or the fact that he was kidnapped. But also because the abuser was trying to be a magician against the already very popular magician, where Jack was the magician's assistant and then Wilhelm was his assistant. So it was kind of this star-crossed lover where they weren't supposed to be together because they were rivals, sort of thing.
But dude was cheating because he was using Wilhelm's
real power. Yeah.
In order to look like he knew what he was doing when he really didn't.
Yeah.
But I was kind of sad though, because Jack was actually kind of close to his magician boss and her assistant.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the fact that they ended up tricking everybody and ended up stealing all of that money.
That was funny.
But it upset me that they didn't say goodbye to Jack.
Yeah, they kind of just left.
I think, now I don't know much about his boss, but I know her assistant and Jack were really, really close, and they had been for years. I think he really admired his boss, and the fact that they left without saying goodbye, I think he understood why they did it. But at the same time, it was kind of sad that they didn't even say goodbye. I mean, they could have slipped him a note or something, you know? But they just up and left.
It sucks because he already had like abandonment issues and stuff anyways.
But they probably knew that he would be okay because I don't think they would have left him alone. I don't. But they knew that probably eventually he was going to leave to be with Wilhelm anyway. Yeah. So I think that they felt he's going to be with Wilhelm and he'll be okay. Then we can go off and enjoy this money.
The two of them were more accustomed to that life anyways. Jack was only really doing it because he felt like he owed her something for saving him anyways. And I think that they knew that he wasn't really accustomed to this life. And now that he has Wilhelm and he has a way out, that they knew that he was going to be okay.
Yeah.
I love the ending though. I love how they tricked them and how they saved Wilhelm. And the trick with Jack when you thought he was gonna die.
Oh my god.
I was so sad when he got shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the when you don't expect something to happen and
Yeah. I love a good trickery moment where they fool everyone and you don't even the audience and you don't even realize what's happening until after it's done.
Yeah, because
Jahar did that in one of her books, by the way.
I don't know about you, but I always watch to see if I can figure out what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And when you watch something and you totally didn't expect that.
Yeah.
Like I always tell Jahara, when somebody's able to do something that surprises me, because, most of these shows, whether it be detective shows or horror movies, they almost always run by the same plot line, So when I get to the point where... Because Jahar gets mad at me because almost every time I can figure out who did it. And so when I am pleasantly surprised at an ending or even in the middle, something that happens, I'm like, oh, I didn't expect that. And then, so it's nice to have those pleasantly surprised moments where you can figure out who did it, or when something happens and like when Jack got shot. And you're thinking, oh my God, is he going to die? And then your blood pressure starts boiling and you're like, oh my God, this is going to kill Wilhelm. And then to find out that he wasn't really shot. I mean, that was, yeah. And I was also really, really surprised when those two ladies took off with the money.
Yeah.
I did not see that coming. I really did not.
And especially when you're invested in these characters and you want them to, thrive and something bad happens. And you're like, no.
Yeah. Like, the two of them have been through enough.
Yeah, exactly.
But I loved their romance. They were so cute.
They were adorable.
I love their first kiss. It was so adorable.
There's only one thing that I wish they did differently. I would have loved to see the reaction of Wilhelm's family when he showed up. Really, I would have. I mean, at the very, very end, him and Jack were going to take off and go see his family because they found out where they were. But I was a little bit upset that we didn't get to see his family's reaction. I would have loved to see that.
Yeah.
That would have been nice.
Yeah.
But, yeah. All in all, I really enjoyed the book. I thought it was really good. Like I said, it's been on my radar for a little bit at least. I heard about it probably a good several years ago. And it's been on my TBR for quite a while. And then when I was trying to find pick my Pride Month book list and had to pick one for our book club, I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this. And yeah, so.
My book for July is The Horror of 1584. It was 1584, right?
I think so, something like that.
And let me look to make sure I have the right book.
I thought it was 1518.
1518. Yeah, I don't know why I said 1584. The Horror of 1518, the terrifying true story of the dancing plague. And apparently it actually happened. It's actually a true story. It's a very, very quick book. So next weekend we'll probably be able to go ahead and film it because it's not a long book. But it's just, it's very, very interesting.
Yeah.
And so we'll talk about that when we make a video of it. But I think it intrigues me a lot.
I think the most interesting thing to me is the fact that this actually happened.
Yes.
What do you mean this happened?
Yeah. And it puts the episode that we saw like this on Buffy really
or for me,
differently.
Because there's an episode like this on Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated as well, and I'm like, were these inspired by this?
I'm really wondering, because it actually happened, and I think it's quite amazing. But we'll talk more about it when we make the next video. But
yeah, so all in all, what were your final thoughts of the book?
I liked it.
Yeah,
I did.
I liked it.
Yeah,
I mean,
me too.
To be honest, it was kind of slow starting because I remember bitching to Johar about that. And I was like, does it get better, please? And because I'm not really big into fantasy or whatever. So if it starts off slow, sometimes I get bored with it quite quickly. But a lot of times it takes until the middle of the book to really get into it. But by the time I got to the middle and towards the end, I was like, now I don't want to let it go. I'm kind of interested in it.
Most books start off slow because they have to storytell, introduce the characters, and if it is something like fantasy, introduce the world. But yeah, so it did start off kind of slow, but I really enjoyed it. I rated it either 4 or 5 stars. I really liked it. I don't remember which one I rated it, but I really liked it.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yep. I liked it.
Well, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we will chat with you soon. And we'll be doing the Mom's Book Club video next week. And then we'll talk about Lori's book club video for this month in that video. So until next time.
Bye.
Bye.